Thinking about the nights when you and I would fly. Nothing on our minds but the sunrise. Thinking about the roads.
To say it with the words of John Miles, music was my first love and it will be my last. I hope my wife didn't hear that. Music definitely plays a very important role in my life. Nevertheless, I've always used free music for my YouTube channel. By that I mean music with a Creative Commons license. So music that you can legally use for free. Sometimes I'm just very frugal. Over time, I've become a real expert at searching and finding Creative Commons music. And I spend a lot of time looking for new music for my channel. Today, however, I want to ask myself if it was always the right decision to always and only use free music. I'm going to show you the platform Audiio and what added value this platform offers you compared to free music. Audiio is a subscription-based music platform that offers songs and sound effects that you can use for your commercial video projects worry-free. At the same time, you should know that this video is sponsored by Audiio, but as always, you will only get useful information from me here. If you want to use music or even sound effects in your videos, then you surely know that you need to get permission for it. Especially if you want to use your videos for commercial purposes. When it comes to YouTube, commercial simply means that your videos will be monetized. There will be ads displayed before or during your video. From the revenue of these ads, you get a certain percentage. Of course, it would be optimal if you could use well-known songs from the charts for your own videos. If you do this without permission, then this is basically a violation of copyright laws. Your video will be demonetized, or the revenue will go to the music artist whose music you use. In the worst case, your videos will be blocked. In any case, you won't get any money for your video, even if you put a lot of work into it and the video might even generate a lot of views. There are two ways to get around this. You can use music that the artists have made available for free, that is music with a Creative Commons license, or you can use a platform like Audiio, pay a monthly or annual fee, similar to Spotify, and then use their music and sound effects for your commercial projects. Besides YouTube, you could also use music commercially in other ways, for example for wedding films, commercials or image films. This distinction is important because several platforms clearly differentiate in the licenses whether you can use the music only for your social media channels or also for other commercial projects. And we will see in a moment that Audiio offers some clear advantages in this context. As I said, for a long time I've only used music with a Creative Commons license. You can find such music on different YouTube channels like Audio Library or on SoundCloud. In all these cases, of course, you have to trust the information on the respective channel. YouTube itself also offers various songs. But why should a musician make his music available for free on the internet? I think that some musicians simply hope to gain a certain popularity this way. Others just release individual songs with a Creative Commons license and then release the rest of their music on Spotify. As you can imagine, there are limits to all of this, of course. Each of us has his own taste in music, and of the songs you find for free, you will only like a small number. It's hard to find really good free music and it takes a lot of time. Channels like Audio Library also use playlists, but you have to click through a lot of music videos to find a really good song, and you're always interrupted by ads. In the end, I ended up using the same songs over and over again. It is also difficult to find good and free sound effects. Final Cut Pro offers its own library, but especially if you are looking for free cinematic effects like risers, hits, bass drops or whooshes, it gets difficult. So now we come to Audiio. When Audiio contacted me some time ago, I first took a careful look at their platform. And you can do that too, for free. In the video description you will find a link. You can create a free profile and just listen to the music. And that's where we come to the real highlight of this video, the music. I was really surprised how high quality the songs on the platform are. But I could tell you all kinds of things here. So let's just listen to a few songs I picked out. I will show you the titles of the songs below and show you some shots I took here in the Alps.
Let's escape this storm. We'll run all night till we're somewhere warm. You can't see it, you don't feel it, love. I wanna hold you too close. But all of this just feels the same. So I keep telling myself.
Now those were a few songs according to my personal taste. Let's take a quick look at the platform itself to understand how it all works. One of the great strengths of Audiio is the simple and clear interface. For each song you can immediately tell if it's a purely instrumental piece or if there are vocals as well. Here you can see the genre, the duration and the beats per minute. basically the tempo of the song. The tempo information should perhaps be taken with a grain of salt, as it doesn't always accurately convey whether the song is fast or slow. You can add the song to your favorites and sort the songs by different criteria via sort. More importantly, you have a very good filter here on the left. This means that you can filter the songs by different criteria. I think it is very important for a creator that you can filter by a certain mood, because the music in the video should ultimately convey certain feelings. For example, you can select the moods hopeful, happy, sorrowful or chill. Apart from the mood, you can filter by genre, for example classical, hip-hop, indie or jazz. There is also a filter for different instruments, even for the video theme, a filter for build, that is whether the song runs smoothly or has a crescendo. And of course, you can filter by beats per minute and whether the song should contain vocals or not. It's clear that you can apply several filters at once in one search. For me personally, sound effects are at least as important as the songs. They add depth to a video and especially help to create that cinematic feeling. Under SFX you will find a good selection of sound effects. Besides typical categories like weather, water, footsteps or cartoon, there are also free cinematic collections. Here you can find whooshes, hits, riser or ambient sounds. And of course you can also create playlists and save your favorite songs in different categories. So as you can see, the platform is really easy to use. Now we come to a very important and interesting point, the pricing. And here Audiio offers some really interesting options. Apart from a monthly fee of $16.60 for the Audiio Pro subscription, Audiio offers a Pro annual subscription of $199 and even, and this is really special, a lifetime subscription for $299. That means if you're planning for more than a year, this is a very interesting offer. For an even better deal, you can use my channel name as a promo code. You're probably wondering now where Audiio stands in comparison to competitors like Artlist, Epidemic Sound or Musicbed. At this point, it wouldn't be very serious to compare the songs on each platform. Each of the mentioned platforms contains thousands of songs and such a comparison would be very subjective. For this, I recommend you simply listen to them on a test basis and form your own opinion. At this point, I would like to objectively highlight a few special features of Audiio. As you could see for yourself, Audiio stands out especially for its clean and simple interface. There is nothing to distract from the essentials. This is important because it saves time. Audiio offers some advantages over the competition when it comes to pricing. The price for the monthly Pro subscription includes any form of use of the music. You can therefore use the music for projects of any kind, which means not only for your social media channels, but for any kind of publishing of your video, so also for commercials or even for broadcast television. This is not always the case with the competition. And unlike the competition, Audiio offers a one-time payment for a lifetime subscription. This is unique in this form and can lead to big savings in the long run. If I've piqued your interest, you will find a link in the video description as I said. Just listen to a few songs and tell me what you think. And that's it for today. It's going to be a very exciting fall, so stay tuned and see you soon!